Your AC isn't cooling your house. It's slowly wrecking your body, your wallet, and the planet, and you've been told it's the solution. Every summer, millions of people crank their AC the second it hits 80 degrees. Nobody questions it. It's automatic. But what if the machine you trust to keep you comfortable is quietly working against you in 3 different ways, and most people only ever notice one of them? Your health. Start with your body, because this is the one nobody talks about. Constant AC exposure dries out your skin and your sinuses. That's the mild part. The real issue is what happens to your immune system. Your body is built to handle temperature swings. That's how it stays sharp. Sit in 68-degree air for 10 hours a day, every day, and your body stops adapting. Researchers have linked this to something called thermal comfort dependency. Your internal thermostat gets lazy, so the moment you step outside into real heat, your body doesn't know what to do with it. That's part of why people feel more sluggish, more headache-prone, and more likely to catch colds during heavy AC use, not despite the cold air, but because of it. Then there's the air itself. AC units recycle air. They don't bring in fresh air, they cool the same air over and over, trapping dust, mold spores, and bacteria in the process if the filters aren't replaced constantly, which almost nobody does on schedule. That's why sick building syndrome is a real, documented condition, tied directly to sealed, air-conditioned spaces. And one more thing most people never connect. AC dependency messes with your sleep quality over time, because your body temperature is supposed to drop naturally at night, and a room locked at one artificial temperature interferes with that natural signal. Your money. Here's where it gets uncomfortable for your wallet. Air conditioning is the single biggest driver of summer electricity bills in most households, often 40 to 50% of your entire energy usage during peak months. Not lighting. Not your fridge. Not your TV running all day. The AC unit alone. And it's not just the electricity. It's the unit itself. AC systems break down. Compressors fail. Refrigerant leaks. A single repair can run you several $100s, and full replacements run into the thousands. You're not just paying to run it, you're paying to keep it alive. Compare that to the alternative. A fan costs pennies a day to run. Opening windows costs nothing. Natural airflow, shade, insulation, these solve the same problem AC claims to solve, without the recurring bill and without the sudden $500 repair call in July when it's hottest and everyone else needs a technician too. The environment. Now the part that goes beyond your own house. Air conditioners don't just use electricity. Most of that electricity still comes from burning fossil fuels. Which means every hour your AC runs, you're contributing to the exact heat problem you're trying to escape. It's a loop. The hotter it gets, the more AC everyone runs, the more emissions get released, the hotter the planet gets. There's also what's inside the unit. Most air conditioners use refrigerants called HFCs, hydrofluorocarbons. These aren't just wasteful, they're dangerous. Some HFCs trap heat in the atmosphere thousands of times more effectively than carbon dioxide. When a unit leaks, breaks, or gets improperly disposed of, that refrigerant escapes directly into the air. And this is happening at massive scale. Global AC use is projected to triple by 2050. Entire countries are building infrastructure assuming everyone will run air conditioning constantly, which means the loop doesn't slow down, it accelerates. Nobody expects. Here's the piece that changes how you see all of this. We didn't always need AC. Homes used to be built specifically to stay cool. Thick walls, high ceilings, cross ventilation, shaded windows, positioned to catch prevailing wind. That knowledge didn't disappear because it stopped working. It disappeared because AC made it easy to ignore. So the real problem isn't heat. It's that we replaced smart design with brute force, and brute force costs your health, your money, and the climate all at once, every single day, without you noticing, because it's just the AC. You don't have to sit in the heat and suffer. Fans, shade, airflow, insulation, timing your day around the sun instead of fighting it. These solve the actual problem instead of masking it. The question isn't whether you can survive without AC. People did for thousands of years. The real question is why we ever assumed the machine was smarter than the house.